Andariki Namaskaram. I am really very happy to attend this program in spite of my busy schedule. And even though there are 2 to 3 programs scheduled today to be attended by me, when the eminent personalities from National Institute of Nutrition and Vigyan Bharati came and asked me to release the book, when I saw the real message from this book and the histories which are hidden by the Britishers, so I felt it is my duty to be present in this program to release the book. So it is not that I came just as a chief guest, it is my ardent duty to attend this program because these type of releases should be encouraged. And my respects to Dr. R. Hemalata, Madam, Director, ICMR, National Institute of, in curtailing the anemia among the tribals. So for the past 3 years almost, this great institution, century-old institution, is associated with Raj Bhavan to treat the anemia which is very prevalent in the tribal population. So I congratulate not only her team which has guided Raj Bhavan to treat the anemic condition of the tribal. So my congratulations, and I take this opportunity to thank this institution for associating with us in this great cause. And my respects to Dr. G. Bhanuprakash Reddy Garu, Scientist and Head Biochemistry Division ICMR NIN, and the President Vigyan Bharati Telangana. Great words from him. He narrated so many incidences which are not known to us, which are not in the public domain, which are almost hidden. So I really was very happy to hear his words about all the messages which he conveyed to this great audience and to the nation. My respects to Dr. Kompella Shastri Garu, National Governing Council Member, Vigyan Bharati, and Dr. Pradeep Agarwal Garu, and Dr. Subbarao Garu, Scientist and Head of Nutrition Information, the presence of the great personalities, Dr. G. N. Rao Garu, and Sri Ramakrishna Garu, and Sri Ramesh Garu, and my respects to the coordinator, Babu Gedam. Gedam? Sir, what's your name, sir? Yeah. He did a great job, so only I should not change the name. So he did a great job, Dr. Kompella Shastri Garu. Actually the time was short, otherwise I also would have asked him to elaborate about the book, because when I saw the book, it is not easy to condense the book into few minutes, but he did it very nicely, so that what all the things to be conveyed to the people, and it kindled the minds of the people to read the book. That is the beauty of a presenter. So he did it very effectively, so I have to congratulate him for his exemplary presentation. And whenever there is a book release, my habit is to read the book from the cover to cover. But I was unable to do because this was in Telugu, and I asked them the English version. They told, but from my office, I took some of the messages from the book. And apart from that, this why the Britishers wanted to crush the scientific knowledge of our Indians. So scientifically they crushed the scientific knowledge of ours. For example, education, our total education, because they crushed the great education system, the great libraries, prevented the Indian students to get the good academic activities. So only even after 75 years, we have to introduce the new education policy, national education policy. So because the backlog which left because of their after effect of that education system, still that colonial mindset still was a shadow in the mindset of our education system and the academic activities. So now only we are coming forward with a system like NEP, so that we independently, our education system has been revived, so that the Indian education system will be a world-class education system, as our Honorable Prime Minister says, moving the children from the classroom to the public domain in the worldwide. And scientific, as it is said, how our great scientists like S.C. Bose and all our scientists who suffered a lot, it has been narrated in this book. I was told that in this book highlights the achievement of some of the great Indian scientists like P.N. Bose, and handing over the directorship of the Geological Survey of India to a British officer was 10 years junior to him. Such a painful situations our scientists faced during the British rule, and the Dr. Sri Ronald Ross not acknowledging the great contributions of Kishori Mohan in the discovery of malarial parasite, not mainstreaming the story of Radhanath Sikdar, who measured the height of the Mount Everest, as our Madam Hemalata highlighted here, denying entry of the Professor J.C. Bose into the Imperial Education Services, the anguish of Sir C.V. Raman in receiving the Nobel Prize as a citizen of the country that was under the shackles of the colonial rule. It is great attempt by the publishers to highlight our scientists' role and give them their due credit. These are the stories we have to learn. Our children have to know, and the future generation have to learn to take the pride of it. Today I am happy to be here in this very institute which started in the colonial era about 104 years ago and contributed immensely the bettering of the nutritional status of Indians. And as Madam Hemalata highlighted, we also have in Tamil Nadu Susindram temple. In that temple we have the planets which are depicted in the roof, exactly in the scientific position in which all our planets will be. Sun will be in the center and the planets. Madam was telling, because we are all, we had the scientific knowledge before the Britishers and well before their entry, and we predicted Sun was in the center. Madam was telling, Sun was in the center, Sun is in the center, Sun is in the center. Scientifically, Sun is in the center, but some of the politicians believe suns are in the center. So that is also, so it is really the national people think that people who are all scientists think that Sun is in the center, but some of them think, yeah, they are saying the Sun is in the center, so Sun should be the center. So because of that mindset also we are, so many things are not moving forward in the way it should move forward. Apart from that, I have seen so many things. As a doctor, we had the scientific procedures before the Britishers, and we had our education system. And now I am really very happy that they crushed our scientific knowledge, but now they started accepting our science. For example, as our Honorable Prime Minister's efforts, June 21st is celebrated as a Yoga Day. Our science of yoga has spread along the nation. Internationally, so many 199 countries celebrated the International Yoga Day. So that is the spiritual nature of our country. That is the I am also having an additional charge as the LG of Puducherry. We can see the works of Sri Aurobindo. He said, it is not only we need the freedom, we need the spiritual freedom, which is the culture of our country. So only now we are reviving all the problems which we faced during the Britishers, but it has taken a longer time. Azadi ka Amrit, that Amrit Kal, after 75 years, now only we are picking up, we are searching the unsung heroes, and their lives are highlighted. Most of the children, youngsters, They don't know the freedom stars. They know the film stars, but they don't know the freedom stars who struggled. And some of the stories are also misinterpreted, like Honorable Savarkar's history. They all sacrifice. Ideology may be different, but their sacrifice cannot be underestimated. If a politician or anybody is going for agitation, if somebody got arrested, immediately they will looking into the policeman. Oh, the release order should come before the evening. They should not be remanded. So they will be brave, saying that no, I am for this cause I am agitating this and that. If one day jail is there, immediately they revert back. But our freedom fighters were toiling in the young ages, were spent in the prison for such a long time. So it is high time we have to actually find out what all the history is hidden. So I think this book is a great initiation, because this facilitates what all the hidden stories, particularly this branch, particularly the science community, the scientific community, and their contribution, as it is said by the introducer of this book. You don't have any, the people, they were just targeting the self-confidence of Indians. Indians are not scientific people. But now, what all the books they have taken them, they have read, and they have created some scientific models, and we are getting that from them. I read one book, actually that Chicken Soup, some books I got it. All are our books, epics, all the moral message from us, they have taken it, extracted and made it as a soup, and now they are giving us chicken soup. Because it is our conscience and our message which was prevalent in our country. So we, not only the scientific, I appreciate the Vigyan Bharat for bringing out such books, and in each and every branch, by science, education and research, in health, what all the branches where the our stories were hidden, and it should be brought out properly. And whenever I release a book, because when I went for a book release, one person was telling, this is like my first delivery. I took 10 months to write this book. Repeatedly that author was telling, this is like my first delivery. Then one person who read the book, I'm not telling about this book, one person who read the book stood from the audience, tell, okay, stop with the first delivery, because I have read the book. But now as a gynecologist, I am not doing any family planning, because this book, by vision of the book itself, is a great message it is conveying. So there is no any tubectomy or vasectomy, don't prevent. So you can deliver as many as books. There is no any planning for that, as gynecology is certifying that. Because it is, we have to highlight, because the youngsters should know about our country. I always narrate one simple story. Actually, one farmer was there, and he thought, he was very poor and he was suffering from poverty, and he called one of the person, advertiser, and told, please write an advertisement to sell this land. It's a piece of land. It was a piece of land. Then the advertiser wrote a piece of land for sale, because everything now, only advertisement, even the smallest things, even the advertiser says what brush we have to use, what paste you have to use, only through advertisement our children are asking. So this is the beauty of the advertisement. So he called the advertiser, and then he told, please write an advertisement, I want to sell this land. Without selling, I cannot proceed because I am hungry and my family is in a very poor condition. So he wrote, this is a small piece of land is for sale, and there are some fruit bearing trees, and water with palatable water, and the railway station is nearby. Railway station nearby means it will be 50 kilometers away. So they will, railway station is nearby, school is nearby. So he wrote a very good advertisement, and he gave it to the farmer, saying that please endorse it and give me the fees for this advertisement. Seeing the advertisement, the farmer told, no, I am not going to sell this land. The advertiser got angry. Just few minutes back you told you are going to sell this land, but after seeing the advertisement, You are telling you are not going to sell this land. Then that fellow told, that farmer told, after seeing your advertisement, so many good things are in my farm, I didn't know. After you highlighted it, then now I think why I should sell the land. So this is the duty of each and every writer should be. So even our youngsters, because they are, their intentions and interests are deviated. Now they are, whether they are reading book, but they are in the, with Facebook. So we have to, even some e-books all should be introduced, because making them to read the books, you have to more technology. The technology, they are deviated in a negative aspect, so you have to pull them toward the positive aspect of technology. So the some sections of the book should be spread in the social media, in the Twitters and in the Instagrams, and because that is the way we can attract the young, because book means it is very difficult to make them read. So that even they can, we can incorporate technology so that it reaches the youngsters and really appreciate your efforts in bringing this book. And as I said, please bring as many as books. Recently I visited the National Book Festival at Delhi. Great effort by the central government. Actually they exhibited more books about the freedom struggle and more books about the unsung heroes. So I bought some of the books. Really, I am from a freedom fighters family, and I almost from my childhood I have heard so many stories about freedom fighters. But in spite of that, so much of message about the unsung heroes. So each and every student should read about our freedom struggle, and this book will really contribute a great way in conveying the knowledge about the unsung heroes. Thank you so much.